It's collapsing. Cave 3 is about to collapse. Help, save me. Everyone out, don't worry about him. Who dares to go back? You'll die with him if you do. Miss Shen, hurry up. It'll be too late if you don't leave now. The Shen family was disgraced overnight. My father and brother's lives are uncertain. I've been exiled to this abandoned mine everyone despises. They all say once you're at the Blackwind mine, life becomes worthless. But if I back down today, then I'm no better than those who watched my family be wronged and stayed silent. What's the difference? Miss Shen. Shen Zhaoning, are you crazy? You're a criminal woman. You'll die in there. No one will even bury you. Don't save me. I'm just a worthless mine slave. Mine slaves are people too. Your life shouldn't be decided by them. They want me to die in this waste mine. But I'll forge a way out of these waste rocks. Shen family is guilty of treason with clear evidence. All male members sent to the heavenly prison. Women entered the criminal registry. Shen Zhaoning, legitimate daughter of the Shen family, exiled to the north, Blackwind mine. A slave for life. Impossible. My father guarded the north for 20 years. He has 37 knife wounds. He would never betray the country. Miss Shen, oh no. Now you're called Shen the mine slave. With the imperial edict, even if you shout yourself hoarse, no one's overturning the Shen family's case. I want to see His Majesty. I want to see my father. I want to see the so-called evidence. A criminal's daughter. Can you even talk about evidence? Let him go. Let him go. He's only 8. No one in the Shen family is innocent. I can't die. My father and brothers are still in prison. The Shen family still bears the stain of treason. As long as I live, one day, I'll dig out every one of those behind this edict. One by one. Father, brother, wait for me. I heard this Miss Shen used to have 8 maids serving her in the capital. But now she's probably worse off than a dog at Blackwind mine. At Blackwind mine, she's not even better than a dog. Shen Zhaoning, do you even know what kind of place Blackwind mine is? There are more accidents there than ore. 9 out of 10 can't make it through winter. If you beg me now, maybe I'll make your journey less painful. You want me to die on the road, afraid that if I reach Blackwind mine, I'll see things I shouldn't see. What do you mean? Escorting a criminal's daughter. Shouldn't trouble Lord Wang to come himself. Unless my life is worth more than you say. The Shen family really isn't stupid. But the smarter you are, the less you'll survive at Blackwind mine. Then let's see if I can live past the day you want me dead. Speed up, get to Blackwind mine before dark. Shen family's iron will. Unyielding. So this is the noble woman from the capital. Shen family's criminal daughter is yours now. So delicate. Probably can't even lift a pickaxe. Shen Zhaoning has arrived at Blackwind mine. Forget your identity as the daughter of a general. There are no young ladies here. Only mine slaves. My father and brothers haven't been declared guilty. I'm not a slave. The imperial decree says you are. So you are. Here, if I let you live, then you live. If I want you dead, you won't even get a chance to defend yourself. Find Baziai and take him to the waste dump. Since you're a criminal, you start with the dirtiest, lowest jobs.
Yes.
Sir. Finish sorting these waste materials tonight. No food until you're done. This whole area seems like too much. Then don't eat. Those skinny arms and legs probably can't even carry a basket. A noblewoman from the capital picking waste. That's a pretty fresh sight. Black red copper veins. Gray gold iron skeleton. This is not ordinary waste. I used to follow my father into the armory when I was young. I've seen old armor forging diagrams. This kind of black red ore, with enough heat, can forge mysterious copper. Don't waste your strength. These are all just waste. Nothing can be refined from them. What furnace are you using to smelt? The old furnace doesn't get hot enough. Only brittle iron comes out. So according to the mine foreman, this is a waste mine. It's not a waste mine. The smelting method is wrong. What did you say? I said you're throwing away ore that could make mysterious copper, as if it were waste fat. He said the waste could produce mysterious copper. Mysterious copper. That's good material for ice boots.
He must have gotten numb from the cold on his exile.
Here at Blackwind Mine. If Lord Liu says it's waste, then it's waste. What would a criminal woman know about ore? I don't know how much of the road funds you embezzled. But I know one thing. What? The waste is people, not the mine. Foreman Zhao, he just got here. Doesn't know the rules. Then send him to Cave 3. Cave 3 just collapsed a few days ago. Going in is pure risk. What's in Cave 3? What's there? Something that'll shut you up. Go on in. Foreman Zhao, the wood in Cave 3 is rotting. It's actually life-threatening. When did the life of a mine slave become valuable? People at Blackwind Mine have been oppressed too long. They've forgotten that their lives have value too. If I want to survive, I can't depend only on myself. I have to make them remember first that they're people, not stone. What's your name? Ayan. Ayan, wait for me to come out. Come out alive first, then talk. No, wait. This place is about to collapse. Miss Shen. Everyone get back. If the people inside die, so be it. Miss Shen, over here. How did you get in? I'll get you out. Get down. Everybody back up. Whoever goes in dies with them. Miss Shen, you go. Don't worry about me. Shut up. I just told you to wait for me to come out, not to die before me. They want me to die in this waste mine. Instead, I'll save the first life in this place. Out of this waste mine. The stone is crushing your leg, not your chest. You can handle it. But they won't save me. Shen Zhaoning, Die far away if you want. Don't drag everyone down. The cave roof is still cracking. At most, another collapse in half a stick of incense. To rescue him, the left wooden beam must be braced first. Then pry off the stone crushing his leg. Anyone who wants to live, bring in short wooden beams and ropes from outside. Miss Shen, it could collapse again inside. That's exactly why. We have to brace it immediately. If you don't save him now, the next one crushed under the rocks will be you. Who dares to go in? I'll skin whoever does. Is Foreman Zhao always this intimidating? Is he afraid they'll rescue Ajing? Or afraid they'll see what's in Tunnel 3? The timbers in Tunnel 3 have been rotten for ages. What nonsense are you spouting? Tunnel 3 gets repair funds every season. So how did the beams rot to nothing? Did rats eat up the repair money, Foreman Zhao? Or did someone pocket it? I've been saying Tunnel 3 needed repairs long ago. There was a collapse in the tunnel just last month. Foreman Zhao said there was no money to replace the wood. Are we still supposed to wait? Wait for total collapse? Wait for the evidence to be buried? Wait for something to happen to Aegean? Then you really won't get the truth anymore. I'm going in. I'm going too. You're all defying orders now. Brace the left side with slanted timber. Tie the rope around this rock. Don't force it. Raise it 3 inches first. Is 3 inches enough? Enough for him to get further past the jam. The roof will be at greater risk of collapse. Miss Shen, I can't go on. Look at me. Don't close your eyes. If you dare die, then I got covered in this dust for nothing. I'm not going to die. Good. Listen, I'll count. 3, 2, 1, pull your leg out. Go! Everyone out! If Miss Shen hadn't ordered us to leave, we'd all still be stuck in there. Tunnel 3 really did give way. Miss Shen, why did you save me? Because I once thought someone would come save the Shen family too. But later I understood. Waiting for others is too slow. So I save whoever I can? What's going on? Sir, Shen Zhaoning stopped work without permission and incited the slaves to cause trouble. That's why Tunnel 3 collapsed. The truth is, Tunnel 3 should have been repaired a long time ago. Foreman Zhao forced Miss Shen to go in. Shut up. Who gave you the right to speak? Shen Zhaoning, I just let you into the mines. And now you've caused a landslide. Trying to rebel, are you? You're wrong, Lord Liu. The cave-in wasn't my doing. It was caused by your neglect. Insolent! The tomb beams of Tunnel 3 are rotten. The roof cracks weren't repaired. No one bothered when it flooded. Each season, the court allocates repair funds. Dare I ask you, Lord Liu, did that money ever buy even a single timber? Nonsense from a criminal woman. You all have been digging in Tunnel 3 for ages. Ever replaced any beams? No, it's been at least 6 months. Over 6 months, actually. The main beam in Tunnel 3 was due for replacement a year ago. She tries to stir up the slaves the very first day, questioning the authorities. No wonder the rumors of the Shen family's treason are so rampant. Whether the Shen family is guilty of treason or not isn't up to you alone, Lord Liu. But why did Tunnel 3 collapse? Everyone here tonight saw it clearly. Guards. Drag Shen Zhaoning off for whipping. Up on the platform. Today I'll teach her what the rules of Haifeng Mine are. Shen Zhaoning, do you really think you're still the general's daughter? Here in Heifeng Mine, no matter how tough you are, you'll still get beaten until you beg. Why is Lord Liu so eager to beat me? Could it be because I struck a nerve? 30 lashes? Beat her until she admits fault. Sir, she saved my life. Punish me instead. And who do you think you are? How dare you plead for her? It's probably because the heaviest chains in Haifeng Mine didn't stop them from wanting to save me. They're just too scared after being beaten so much. I want them to see that Liu Zhong is not a god, and Jiabazi isn't fake. It's easy for Lord Liu to beat me to death. But don't you want to know why Haifeng Mine is called a dead mine? What do you mean? The waste residue from Tunnel 3 can be smelted into Zhuan bronze. Zhuan bronze is prime material for making ice skates. Smelting Zhuan bronze from waste slag? Shen Zhaoning, you'll say anything to dodge the whip. Even make up stories like this. If it's a lie or not, a single smelt will prove it. You really can do it? If I can't smelt it, I'll take every one of those 30 lashes. But if I can, then what? About the collapse in Tunnel 3, Lord Liu must not blame the rescuers for now. And I want to pick 10 people to help me operate the furnace. You're just a criminal woman. How dare you bargain with me? Lord Liu, you can punish me now, and keep watching over this miserable, deserted mine. Or you can give me one night. If Haifeng Mine really produces Zhuan bronze, a promotion and riches are just ahead for you, sir. Don't listen to her nonsense, sir. She's just stalling for time. Why is Foreman Zhao so afraid of me working the furnace? Afraid I'll fail, or afraid I'll succeed and win freedom? I'll give you one night. Before dawn, if the furnace produces no Zhuan bronze, you'll take all 30 lashes. If you try to run, everyone helping you will be severely punished. One night is enough. Miss Shen, this furnace is falling apart. Can it really smelt Zhuan bronze? A broken furnace makes it hard to keep a steady fire. If the fire's not steady, it takes people to manage it. So what should we do? You dry the black red, or you break the gold ash or into small pieces. Again, your leg hasn't healed, so just sit and watch the color at the air vent. Let me know if the fire changes color. Sir, your hands are injured. Follow my orders and control the bellows. Do you trust me? You've worked the mines for 30 years. You judge the fire better than anyone else. All for show. When morning comes, she still get whipped. Light the fire. Miss Shen, the fire's scattering. More air, no more charcoal. Why not add charcoal? If you add it now, the fire will just float on the surface. The core of the ore won't get hot. Get the air in first, and push the fire down into the ore. Fire's into the core now. No wonder all we ever got before was brittle iron. It wasn't the ore's fault. It's because the fire couldn't get in. Go add those yellow ore pieces too. Put it down. Why can't I just add some ore? This ore is high in sulfur. If you put it in the furnace now, at best you'll ruin a batch of copper. At worst, the furnace will explode and hurt people. Does Head Maynard Zhao want to destroy the furnace or kill someone? Quit trying to scare people. It really will explode, Head Miner Zhao. You want to get us all killed. I didn't know. Then shut up if you don't know what you're talking about. Pure white fire. This broken furnace actually produced pure white fire. Miss Shen, is it almost finished? Just one last blast of air needed. Pull the bellows with all your might. All right. The time is up. Shen Zhaoning, where is my black bronze? My lord, there's no way he could ever find it. I'll take him to the punishment platform to open the furnace right now. There really is something in there. Yes. It's just a piece of scrap metal. Watch me smash it to pieces. It won't break. It's really a black bronze ingot. He actually managed to refine black bronze. Great. Excellent. The Haifeng mine can actually produce black bronze. Lord Luyu, do you still want to give me 30 lashes? My lord, he just got lucky. If head miner Zhao thinks it's luck, why don't you try refining a batch using waste or two? Shen Zhaoning, since you have the skill to refine black bronze, from this day forward, you will stay in the furnace room to refine ore. Hand over the refining method, and I may overlook your previous actions for now. As for that method, refining black bronze requires every step to be perfectly linked. Without skilled craftsmen, the finished product will surely be useless. Keep the craftsmen to produce copper on schedule. Let the others practice refining and then stop. Fine. Regarding last night's matter, I will let it go for now. But remember this, you are still a registered laborer in this mine. The black bronze belongs to the Haifeng mine. It certainly does not belong to you. I understand. Watch his every move. Until we have the refining method, don't let anything happen to him. Once the method is in our hands, we will deal with him according to the mine rules. I understand, sir. Miss Shen, what should we do next? Whichever pile you tell us to sort, that's the pile we'll sort. I haven't respected many young people in my life, but you are one of them. Miss Shen, you saved my life. From now on, I'm following you. If you want to follow me, then stop thinking of yourselves as mine slaves. From today on, you are the ones who open the furnaces. You are the ore refiners. You are the ones who can turn waste stone into black bronze. They say this is just slag, but as long as the fire is hot enough, even slag can be forged into something great. Refining black bronze from slag. If this news reaches the Zhou family, Master Zhou will surely reward us handsomely. Master, I've investigated thoroughly. That Shen Zhaoning only used slag from the Haifeng mine last night, and he actually refined black bronze. That pile of waste rock at the Haifeng mine. I didn't even bother looking at it back then. I didn't expect a drunk woman to take advantage of it. Master, should we seize her? Force her to hand over the refining method? Seizing her is too crude. A drunk woman being able to survive until today relies on nothing but the furnace fire. Once there's no charcoal and the furnace goes cold, she will naturally come crawling to beg me. I'll notify the charcoal merchants outside the mountains immediately, not to deliver a single cart of charcoal to the Haifeng mine. Not just charcoal. Cut off the food supply too. Cut off half the rations. When the miners are hungry, the furnace fire won't burn bright. Once their morale is broken, no matter how good her refining method is, she'd be helpless on her own. In Tiexing Prefecture, Beijing, if a drunk woman wants to change the rules, she first needs to know who makes the rules. Put the black-red ore in one pile, the gray-green ore in another, and keep the yellow ore separate. It must never be mixed into the main furnace. Miss Shen, why can't the yellow ore go into the furnace? Last night, the furnace almost exploded, precisely because of it. This ore is high in sulfur. If the temperature isn't right, it will destroy the furnace, but it's not entirely useless. If we need to adjust the fire or the air later, it might actually come in handy. So no ore is completely useless. It just depends on how it's used. The same goes for people. Miss Shen, what can I do? Your leg injury hasn't healed yet, so don't go down into the mine for now. From today on, you will be in charge of recording the mining logs. Me recording logs? Who sorted how much or who guarded the furnace for how long? And how many times the bellows were pulled? Everything must be recorded. But I don't know many words. I'll teach you. If you can't write a name, draw a symbol first. As long as the accounts are clear, no one can steal your hard-earned wages. I'll learn. Black bronze refined from a piece of slag actually has this kind of quality. If I report this to my superiors, my promotion will be just around the corner. My lord, that Shen Jiaoning is difficult to control. Last night, all the miners were on his side. If he's allowed to refine a few more batches, I'm afraid. Afraid of what? I'm afraid the people of the Haifeng mine will only follow him and no longer respect you, my lord. A mere criminal slave is worthy of my concern? I didn't mean that, my lord. It's just that he holds the refining method now, and the miners listen to him. What if he uses the opportunity to cause trouble? Therefore, we must get the refining method, and we must break their unity. What are your orders, my lord? Go tell the miners. The black bronze belongs to the imperial court. Their help in opening the furnace last night is not only without merit, but they are also suspected of illegal private refining. If they continue to follow Shen Jiaoning, I will treat them all as participants in an insurrection. I understand, sir. Make them afraid, and they won't dare to follow him anymore. Also, keep a close eye on Shen Jiaoning. If he dares to hide even a tiny bit of copper, I can punish him severely with full justification. I'll get right on it. Last night, if it weren't for Miss Shen, we would have died in cave number 3 long ago. You little cripple, do you think you have a say here? Head Miner Zhao, regarding the injury to the miner, is that Lord Liu's intention or your own? Don't try to use Lord Liu to pressure me. Shen Jiaoning, don't think refining a piece of black bronze means you can change the world. In this Haifeng mine, all of your lives belong to Lord Liu. What are you laughing at? I'm laughing at your stupidity. What did you say? Last night during the refining, Lord Liu personally allowed me to pick 10 people to help. If they are guilty, then that means Lord Liu permitted miners to engage in private refining. With what Head Miner Zhao said today, are you trying to confess on Lord Liu's behalf? You stop your nonsense. Whether it's nonsense or not, let's just ask Lord Liu to come and clear things up in public. Fine, Shen Jiaoning. You've got guts. Stand right there. What else do you want? Apologize to Ayan. You want me to apologize to a mine slave? He was the one guarding the furnace last night. And he was the one injured because you forced him into cave number 3. You owe him an apology. And if I refuse? Then I will tell Lord Liu that someone intentionally added sulfur to the main furnace last night, nearly destroying the black bronze. Head Miner Zhao, do you think Lord Liu will forgive someone who ruined his path to promotion? So it really was him who wanted to blow up the furnace last night. He never considered our lives worth anything. That's right. I'm sorry. Speak up so he can hear you. Those people you got killed in Shafno, 3 can hear you too. I'm sorry. Miss Shen, Foreman Zhao suffered a loss. He will definitely seek revenge. Will Master Liu really let us split the money? This is that piece of black copper from last night. I had someone exchange it for silver. This is the money from the first batch. You didn't hand it to Master Liu. I did to close the books. But those who helped run the furnace last night deserve wages too. Hard work deserves reward. In the next 2 hours, 10 cash for miner Chunlu's black and red ore. 8 cash for Wang as secondary furnace charcoal. 8 cash for Ah Yan sealing the mouth. Though injured, not withdrawn. 6 cash. Miss Shen, I just sat and watched the fire. How do I get paid too? Watching the fire is work too. You kept a careful eye on it. The furnace stayed stable, so the furnace stayed steady. That's how the black copper came out. I've grown up this much. It's the first time I ever got my own wages. Before mining a whole day, it was lucky just to get an extra half bowl of porridge. My son is sick. I can finally get him medicine. From today onward. Whoever works gets paid. If someone is injured, it comes from the injury fund. Whoever steals wages gets thrown out of the furnace. Old Chin, you don't have to kneel. I'm not kneeling to you. I'm kneeling for the miners who died in the Blackwind mine all these years. Thanking you for justice. It's not much money, but it can buy back the dignity they've been denied for so many years. You can't win people's hearts just by shouting. It's earned penny by penny, and life by life. Sir, Shen Jiaoning actually dared to hand out money privately. Where did he get the money? From exchanging that black copper last night. He dares to sell black copper privately? I checked it. He also registered it with the government books. It's all clearly written in the accounts. Says it's from the test batch. 30% to the government account. 30% for furnace repair. 30% for operations to resume. 10% in the injury fund. That's some meticulous record keeping. Is there any problem with these accounts, sir? It's because there's no problem. That's why he wrote the government account at the top. If I punish him, that means no more furnace repairs at the mine. No work for the miners. Now that black copper just came out. I need to use this to curry favor with my superiors. I can't go after him openly. So just let him go for now. Buying the people's hearts. He can win them over only because of the furnace fire. Let's see how he pays people without charcoal. Is that what you mean, sir? Sir. Charcoal merchants from outside the mountain suddenly sent word. They said they will no longer supply Blackwind mine with charcoal. Lord Zhou has made his move. That was fast. Sir, this is a good thing. Without charcoal, he can't refine black copper. The miners will scatter naturally. Spread the word. If the furnace doesn't start burning within 3 days, Shen Jiaoning will be held accountable for setting his own rules and disrupting mine operations. I'll handle it right away. There's only this little bit of charcoal. Enough for 1 more batch at most. Charcoal merchants from outside aren't delivering anymore. Once the furnace stops, wages stop too. Miss Shen, do you work for the Zhou family? Other than Zhou Wanjin. No one would act so fast. Hey, Miss Shen, aren't you supposed to make black copper out of scrap? How come you can't even get charcoal now? Now do you all see clearly? What good does following her do you? How much can she pay you? The Zhou family can cut off your charcoal. Master Liu can cut off your food. It's true, without charcoal nothing can be refined. The Zhou family is so powerful. How can we fight them? Who says you can't fire up the furnace without outside charcoal? No charcoal, huh? Are you going to burn the furnace with blood or what? Old Chin, is there an old charcoal kiln near Blackwind mine? If there's still some half-burnt old charcoal inside, we could rekindle the fire. There is, but no one knows how to reuse the burnt charcoal. Usually it's just ash or wet coals. Take me there. Shen Zhaoning, do you really think you know everything? Mining isn't enough for you? Now you want to make charcoal too? If you don't know, Foreman Zhao, just keep your mouth shut. You proved it last night. Messing with things you don't understand leads to explosions. Anyone willing to keep working the furnace, follow me to the back mountain. If you don't want to, I won't force you. I'll go too. Old man, I've only ever mined my whole life. Today I want to learn something new. With no fire in the furnace, can you even get the charcoal kiln burning again? I'll go too, count me in. Charcoal making. I want to see if you can bring an abandoned kiln back to life. This kiln has collapsed so much. Can it still be used? It was used many years ago. Then the charcoal merchants came into Blackwind Mine, and no one used these old kilns anymore. The wind and fire structure in the kiln is still intact. Repair it and first reuse the old charcoal. Then add fresh wood. It should cover our urgent needs for 3 days. Miss Shen, you really know how to make charcoal. Back when I served at the general's mansion, my father once said, "The army fears not the lack of iron, but the lack of fire. If the fire goes out, weapons, food, and heating all stop." The Zhenbei army did used to make its own charcoal. Miss Shen, what's this? The seal of the Shen family army. The Shen family army has been here at Blackwind Mine 20 years ago. Come to think of it, there were indeed 2 military officials who visited Blackwind Mine. Back then, Shafno 3 wasn't sealed yet. I heard they repaired weapons in there. Later, who knows why, they left overnight. Back then, my father was guarding Beijing. If he came to Blackwind Mine, things like slag and black copper couldn't have just been a coincidence. Miss Shen, there's a burnt paper here. It's a blueprint for the Shen family's crossbow. Miss Shen, you recognize this blueprint? This is the crossbow mechanism my father personally redesigned. It shouldn't be here. Blackwind Mine is not just my place of exile. It's probably the starting point of the Shen family's wrongful case. Miss Shen, this blueprint is really your father's? This is the Shen army's repeating crossbow blueprint. My father once said this diagram was kept only in the Shen army's armory. It must not be taken out except during wartime. So why did it end up in the old charcoal kiln at Haifeng Mine? I've remembered now. 20 years ago, the Shen army really did come to Haifeng Mine. They didn't take the main roads. They entered the mountains at night and sealed the kiln during the day. It was as if they were hiding from someone. Where did they go afterward? No one knows what happened next. Haifeng Mine was then decreed as an abandoned mine. Official Liu also came. Miss Shen, did you find something about the Shen family? Maybe. Then let's go investigate Cave 3 now. No rush. Why? Cave 3 just collapsed. Rushing in now is just a death wish. Besides, the Zhou family has stopped supplying coal. The Liu bugs are watching according to the birth chart. They could attack at any moment. Our top priority right now isn't to investigate old cases. Then what is it? First, get the fire going. As long as the furnace fire keeps burning, the people of Haifeng Mine will stick together. Only if the people stay can the truth get uncovered. Go repair the kiln. Its body hasn't collapsed. What's broken are the air vent and the ceiling mud. If the air vent is too big, the charcoal will burn to ash. If the ceiling mud isn't tight, moisture will dampen the charcoal. So we need to patch the kiln, then control the burning. Miss Shen, you even know how to make charcoal? My father talked about this while on campaign. In the army, 3 things must not be cut off: food, water, and fire. If there's no fire, you can't smelt iron, you can't cook food, and you can't survive the cold nights. The old general knew warfare, but he also understood people. Qin Lang, take people to fix the kiln wall. Chun Liu, go find clay mud. Yes, Wang E, you lead some men to cut pine branches. Don't cut wet wood. Only take half-dried ones. Yan, your leg isn't healed yet. Just sit and keep records. I'll know who patches the kiln, who carries the wood, and who mixes the mud. I'll record it all. Again, you're acting like a real accountant now. Miss Shen said, if you can't say names, use symbols for now. No one's effort should go unrewarded. Tonight's kill repair counts as labor, so there will be wages for it. Any work done for the furnace counts. Brothers, did you hear that? Don't slack off, this time we're working for ourselves. Zhou Wanjin only cut off the charcoal. But as long as there's a fire in our hearts, he can never fully stop us. Sir, Shen Jiaoning is leading the miners to save the kill behind the mountain. He's the one who said there's no need for outsiders. They're making the charcoal themselves. Just a drunken woman? Really thinks of herself as a war god. Letting her smelt the ore was one thing. Now she wants to make charcoal too. Sir, do you want me to take some men and smash the old kiln? If you smash the old kiln, the miners will just think the magistrate is afraid of them. Their morale is high right now, so we can't suppress them overtly. Just let them burn for now. What's the biggest problem when making charcoal? Moisture. That's right. If they churn out damp charcoal, the furnace fire won't be stable. They won't be able to smelt Zhuan bronze. The miners will naturally complain. Is that what you mean, sir? What I mean is that the mountain trails are treacherous at night. The old kiln has been abandoned for ages and the charcoal's gotten damp. I understand. If the furnace explodes, that's just them showing off and failing. Remember, don't hurt her. At least not before we get the smelting technique. Nothing can happen to her yet. It depends on Shen Jiaoning now. You'd better be as capable as they say. Otherwise, your life will be the stepping stone for my promotion. The air vent is now 1/2 inch smaller. I'm fixing it now. No need to redo everything. Leave a 1/2 inch gap. The mountain winds are fierce at night in Haifeng Mine. If you follow the old method for the air vent, the fire will actually burn through too fast. You're using the mountain wind to control the fire. The mountain wind isn't a bad thing. If used right, it's a natural bellows sent by heaven. So this wretched mountain has its uses after all. There are no useless mountains. And no useless people. No one really cared to use them well before. Are you cold? Not cold. I used to think after my leg was injured, I'd just be thrown out and starve to death. Now I feel like I can still do something. Keeping records is work too. Write them down clearly. It's more valuable than digging for more rocks. Miss Shen, I will remember everything clearly. Wind stirs the fire. Will it work? If the smoke is white, it's mostly vapor. This gust will decide. If the smoke turns blue, the fire has reached the wood's core. When the blue turns pale, we can seal it up. Miss Shen, the smoke has turned blue. Don't rush. This is just the start. What is this? That's powdered clay mixed into the charcoal. It doesn't stand out, but once in the furnace, it suppresses the fire. Isn't he supposed to be skilled? I really want to see if he can even get a fire going. What can he possibly smelt? Foreman, hurry up. Foreman Zhao, coming to the back mountains so late, trying to learn charcoal making too. What do you want now? I'm here under Magistrate Liu's orders, to inspect the old kiln, in case you set the mountain on fire. And inspecting the kiln means adding damp clay to the charcoal? What damp clay? Don't make false accusations. Damp clay mixed with ash produces a sour smell. Foreman Zhao, can you not smell that? Or are you pretending you can't?
He's trying to ruin the furnace again.
Last time we nearly got blown up by yellow or... And now this. Do you have any proof? Evidence isn't urgent. Since Foreman Zhao says there's no problem, then I'll test this basket of charcoal in front of everyone. What are you trying to do? Let you see. That if you try to ruin my things, they'll still become mine. Look closely. Left furnace has fresh charcoal. Right furnace has damp clay charcoal. How do we know you didn't mix them yourself? That's why I won't say a word. I'll let the fire speak. The fire on the right is unstable because there's wet clay in the charcoal. If it's forced into the refining furnace, it'll ruin the ore. That doesn't prove I did it. Of course, it doesn't prove you're the only saboteur. But it proves that charcoal is useful. Even ruined charcoal can be useful. Damp clay charcoal makes for weak fire but heavy smoke, which is perfect for testing the kill's smokestack. Thanks to Foreman Zhao for delivering this basket, we've saved half a day's work on testing the kill. Foreman Zhao's bad intentions were helpful after all. Should we give him credit? Again, write it down. Zhao Bazi sent a basket of damp clay charcoal for kill testing use. Labor wage 0 coins. Shen Zhaoning, don't get too cocky. Zhao Bazi, I spared you, because Haifeng Mine still needs to open the furnace. If there's a next time, I won't just let you off. You'll be handed right to Liu Chongmian. You dare lay a finger on me? I'll throw you into the collapsed entrance of Cave 3, so you can see firsthand how the cave repair crew suffered because of you. Open the kiln and retrieve the charcoal. It's done. This charcoal has a steady burn, even better than what outside suppliers deliver. Really? We really made our own charcoal. Let's return to the furnace room. You really did manage to make charcoal. Thanks to Magistrate Liu for that. The old kilns at Haifeng Mine can still be used. From now on, we won't have to rely entirely on charcoal merchants from outside. This will also save a sum on the official accounts. Don't use the accounts to pressure me so much. I only care about the Zhuang copper. Then please, sir, take a look. The furnace. Black and red ore into the furnace. After the gold ore is added, the Star Scout ore is added in 3 batches. Sir, the fire is even more stable than last night. The clear white flame is even purer than last night's. This charcoal really is better than the stuff from outside. A steady flame means the ore will come out purer. That's not the shine of Xuan copper. There really is something else in Haifeng Mine that's fueling the furnace. It worked again. Even Zhou's complaints are useless now. Boss Zhao, do you also want credit for this furnace today? All right. This second piece is even better than the first. Master Liu, according to the official books set up yesterday, 30% goes into the official accounts, 30% for repairing the furnace and buying materials, 30% for restoring operations, 10% for injuries and illness. Shen Zhaoning, you really think you're in charge now? I don't dare, just keeping the accounts clear. So in the future, when you report the Xuan copper achievement, there will be evidence to check. Approved. Thank you, sir. Useless. He can't even mess things up with a whole basket of charcoal. Miss Shen, this isn't Zhuang copper. Then what is it? It's iron bearing. If it has iron, that's prime material for making armor-piercing crossbow machines. Maybe that's the real reason Tunnel 3 was sealed. Miss Shen, are you going to tell Master Liu? No. Why not? The Zhuan copper has already made Liu Cheng and Zhou Wanjin uneasy. If they found out Caifeng Mine has cold iron, more than just 1 or 2 people would die tonight. This must be kept secret. Blueprint for the family crossbow. The 3rd tunnel sealed off with Haifeng cold iron. Just what did father discover here years ago? Master Zhou, not only does Haifeng Mine make its own charcoal, it also just produced a 2nd piece of Zhuan copper. I heard that criminal woman has the workers splitting up the ore and keeping new accounts. Now all the miners follow her bookkeeping. A convict trying to set rules in Beijing. Should I round up some men and smash the furnace room? Smashing it won't help. If the furnace is destroyed, she can repair it again. If the charcoal is gone, she just make more. Someone like her will only bring disaster if left alone. You mean, get rid of Shen Jiaoning? The road up the Haifeng mine is steep. It's not unusual for a heavy or cart to have an accident. But what about Liu Cheng? Liu Cheng wants the Zhuan copper credit. He wouldn't want anything to happen to her. So this can't. Let him know. Understood. Tomorrow when they're transporting or at Haifeng mine, I'll have someone slip in. If the cart tips over, no one will know the Zhou family was involved. Remember, Shen Jiaoning is the one who has to get hurt. If you can grab the method, do it. If you can't, then bury her people in the slag. That's how it is up north. Anyone surnamed Zhou who thinks about changing their name must die. Worked all night, keeping watch against the wind. 12 went for Chun Liu sifting, or 10 wen. Wang caught perch, 8 wen. Zhao Bazi delivered a basket of tied coal. 0 wen. Yay. You're good at keeping accounts. That's thanks to Miss Shen's teaching. Miss Shen, about this cold iron. You're really not going to report it to Master Liu? I can't report it. But if it gets out, wouldn't Master Liu be even more afraid to mess with you? Cold iron is worth much more than Zhuan copper. Exactly, because it's worth so much. All the more reason not to let it out. Zhuan copper could help Liu Cheng get promoted. Cold iron, though, could make people want to kill. With cold iron, you could make armored shoes. If word got out, Zhou's family, Liu Cheng, even people from the capital would all swarm in. Then what should we do? For now, just refine Zhuan copper. Don't touch the cold iron. Seal off Tunnel 3 for the time being. No one is allowed near. But Tunnel 3 has already collapsed. It was impossible to enter anyway. Guard the landslide opening too. If anyone finds out there's cold iron inside, they'll definitely try to get in. Today, split the money from the 2nd furnace. Also pick out a batch of average iron ore. Forge some mine picks, iron rods, and leg guards. Let the miners use them first. For our own use. The miners don't even have leg protection. Every time they go into the tunnel, they're risking their lives for ore. From now on, Haifeng Mine protects its people first, then gets the ore. In all these years at Haifeng Mine, this is the first time anyone has said to protect people first. If people survive, the fire means something. 3 carts of black and red ore. 2 carts of gray-blue ore. The yellow ore goes alone to the fire testing shed. Don't go near the main road. Haifeng miners often wear special shoes. These footprints are from outsiders' hard-soled boots. The soles have yellow earth on them. They're not from the mine. The Zhou family moves fast, Ayan. Miss Shen. Today, strangers mixed into the minecart road. People from the Zhou family. Pretty sure they were after you. Don't make a sound, go tell Chin. Let Lang stop the empty cart at the second curve. Don't lock the wheels. Why? Someone wants the minecart to crash. So let's make it crash where we want it to. Miss Shen, they're after you. Since Wanjin can't stop the furnace, he can only try to kill the person. Then you can't go on the minecart road. If I don't go, how will they make their move? If they don't act, how can I catch them? Just don't try to be a hero. Your most important job now is to do the books well and protect everyone. I'll follow your lead. Let go of the cart as soon as the drunk woman reaches the bend. This cart is so heavy, crashing into her would be a disaster. Move quickly. Don't let anyone see you. Don't worry, Boss Zhao. Master Zhou said, you won't miss out on your reward after this is done. Don't mention Master Zhou. If something happens, it's the cart losing control. No one's to blame. These stones don't look right. Push them down. Look, here comes Miss Shen. It's dangerous over here. Should I go check? No need. Release. The cart is out of control. Get out of the way. This was all planned in advance. Follow the footprints, not the shadow. They changed into miners' clothes, but can't change their shoe solace. Where did Boss Xiao go? The mining cart lost control. I'll go find out. No need to investigate. You were standing right above the cart just now. You should have seen everything most clearly. I don't know what you're talking about. Natural break. Scraped fracture. Cut with a knife. Clean break. Boss Xiao, did this chain break on its own? Or did you guys help it along? Someone intentionally tried to harm Miss Shen. Zhao Bazi, are you still going to deny it? Don't falsely accuse us. We caught them. They're not from the mine. Miss Shen carries the Zhou family seal. Who sent you here? If Miss Shen hadn't been prepared, she would have been the one dead just now. Still not talking? We have nothing to do with the cart losing control. Half an hour ago, you were already hiding above the mine track, raising suspicion. You went from above down to the cart, then walked off into the forest. And you say you know nothing? Or do you think people from Haifeng Mine are blind? Zhao Bazi was up there too just now. He definitely knows. I was prospecting for, or I was searching for, or on Lord Lu's orders. What are you yelling about? What happened here? Sir, are you accusing me of conspiring with outsiders? I'm being wronged. The minecart chain was cut by someone. The Zhou family infiltrated the mines trying to kill me. Right before the incident, Boss Zhao was standing above the track and made contact with 2 Zhou family members. All the miners can testify to this. Zhao Bazi, are you really colluding with the Zhou family? Sir, I'm not. I was tricked by them. I just gave them directions, that's all. Right to the spot on the track where they could crush me. Idiot. Men, take Zhao Bazi away. Wait for punishment. Lock these 2 Zhou family scoundrels up first. Sir, please. Help me. I did all this for the mine. Take him away. Zhao Bazi finally got what he deserved. If it weren't for Miss Shen, we'd still think the cart accident was just a mishap. Shen Zhaoning, I will investigate this matter myself. You continue your work today. The Zhuantong refining must not be delayed. Someone tried to kill me. Lord Liu only cares about the refined copper. But you're not dead, are you? Don't worry, Lord Liu. Not only am I alive, but I'll live much longer than you expected. General, Haifeng Mine is right ahead. The army's been short on iron lately. Liu Cheng keeps blaming the miners for causing trouble and claims he can't deliver on time. Zhenbei army's arrowheads have broken repeatedly over the last 3 months. More than 200 horseshoes replaced over and over. If it were just minor unrest, there shouldn't be this much missing supplies. I've checked. And this year, most military iron was shipped by Zhou's mining company. Zhou Wanjin owns Haifeng Mine. It was originally designated as abandoned. But Liu Chong still claims regular repairs every year. If the silver is dirty, write it down. No one is to mention today's minecart accident. No one is allowed to leak this. If Shenbei army asks, just say it was minor error. Is Lord Liu trying to cover for the Zhou family? Shen Zhaoning. Don't forget, you're a convicted slave. One word from me and you'll be sent back to the execution stand. Don't forget this either, Lord Liu. The Zhuantong refining method is with me. Welcome, General. Sorry for not coming to greet you sooner. What happened here? It's just a minor incident. The minecart accident has already been handled. If the cart lost control, the iron chain had to be cut first. Whoever did this has a sharp eye. He's not just making a show. The cut is fresh. The end is neat. It wasn't an accident, it was sabotage. General, please see the truth. I just found out the Zhou family infiltrated the mine as well, intending to stir up trouble. Didn't you just say it was minor error, Lord Liu? Who are you? I'm Shen Zhaoning, now a convict, working at Haifeng Mine's furnace. We've heard your family are traitors, the Shen family. Heard doesn't mean fact. Just like Lord Liu says the cart lost control, even though the chain was cut. People say the Shen family are traitors, but maybe someone just cut off the truth. What a sharp tongue. General, if you only like what you want to hear, you shouldn't be making a scene at Haifeng Mine. You think there's a truth to be found at Haifeng Mine? Then I'll investigate myself today. General, mining business is complicated. It might not be convenient. I am here to check the Zhenbei army's supplies. If Lord Liu thinks it's inconvenient, since you work in the foundry, tell me, why has the army's iron been breaking so often recently? Because you're not getting the proper Haifeng Mine iron anymore. And how can you be so sure? Because of this. Ah. Why are the army's swords so fragile? If you really want to know who's profiting off the soldiers' lives, start with this arrowhead. Liu Cheng explained this to me. Sir, I would never neglect the army's supplies. Of course not, Lord Liu. You just send the good iron elsewhere and give brittle iron to the army. Shen Zhaoning, you are just a convict, and you dare slander an imperial official? If you think you're innocent, Lord Liu, why not test one in front of the general? Bring me 10 recently broken arrowheads from the army. Lu Qing. The general came prepared. These swords are all from the army. And these 3 look like they're from the same batch, but actually came from different sources. How can you tell? The first one has a grayish fracture, weak iron from rushed low-temperature smelting. The second is shiny on the surface, but has air holes inside. Hard on the outside, brittle on the inside. The third one is the most interesting. It's not made from Beijing iron. How can you be sure? Beijing iron has a bluish-black fracture. Look at its grain. This fracture is whitish. Heavy with moisture, it's southern water iron. If you don't believe me, General, ask one of the old soldiers to check. General, he's right. This is not Beijing iron. So even our swords aren't made from Beijing iron? No wonder they keep breaking against armor. Liu Chang, why does the Beijing iron from Haifeng mine turn into southern water iron in the army? I don't know. After the iron leaves the mine, it has to go through the Zhou family's shipping company. They must have switched it on the way. Quick to shove it on the Zhou family. Aren't you, Lord Liu? Shut up. If I'm silent, the Zhenbei army will just keep suffering, taking this brittle iron to the battlefield. Let him speak. Ayan, fetch the ledger. You call a few lousy planks a proper account? Accounts written on broken planks. At least they're cleaner than Lord Liu's official records. These past few days, I compared ore from the Blackwind Mine's waste section. Blackwind Mine isn't lacking good iron. It's that the good iron was taken away early. Only the mixed ore is sent to the official smelter. But on the accounts Lord Liu sends to the army, it clearly says it's top-grade Beijing iron. Here is the proof. This basket is what Lord Liu called top-grade iron in his records. This basket is separated out from the scrap, real Blackwind iron. The young general can have someone test the fracture right now. The one on the left has more impurities. The one on the right is clearly of higher quality iron. Based on the appearance, the one on the right should be military material. So where did the good iron go? I truly don't know. The mine has always sorted, or by the old rules. Maybe the miners made a mistake. Lord Liu, this old man has been mining Blackwind for 30 years. No one ever dared accuse us of sorting wrong before. Zhao Bazi watches the good ore every day. Whenever there's any, it's sent out separately by cart. We miners never get anywhere near it. Old man, how dare you accuse an official like me? I wouldn't dare accuse you, my lord. I just want to ask one thing. Where exactly did all the good iron go? I've seen the Zhou family's carts coming up the mountain at night. The good iron never goes to the official smelter. It's sent straight out via the West Mountain Road. Back then, my father asked where the good iron went. And his legs were broken. He was kicked off the mine. He didn't make it through the winter. Du Xing, take note. It's broken arrows in the army, missing iron in the mine, Zhou family's night operations. And Lord Liu has run Blackwind Mine for years, yet says he knows nothing. General, army supplies are no small matter. I request to investigate thoroughly. But Shen Zhaoning is the daughter of a convicted criminal. Her words may not be trustworthy. Her words may not be trustworthy. So is it the iron or maybe the arrowheads that are lying? Is the evidence fooling you? Or maybe it's the soldiers of the Northern Army who died under inferior iron that are lying. This young general's not easy to handle.
He may be tough, but at least he's not one of Liu Chang's men.
Seal all Blackwind Mine's military supply records for the last 3 years immediately. Check the Zhou family's transfer documents as well. Liu Chang, until the investigation is complete, you're not to leave Blackwind Mine. General, I am an imperial officer. You have no right to detain me. I'm not detaining you. It's just that the supply issue isn't resolved yet. You'd better stay here and explain slowly, Lord Liu. Miss Shen, Liu Chang has been restrained. It's only temporary. Why? If Liu Chang could embezzle for so many years, the real mastermind hasn't surfaced yet. This place is such a mess. But they can still forge Swan bronze? Of course, Miss Shen forged a second piece just last night. You really trust him? He saved my life and helped us get paid for the first time. You split the pay with the miners? They work, they earn wages. What's wrong with that? Miners taking payment privately is a legal violation. Then what about mine officials pocketing repair funds? Or the mine owners swapping out military iron? How does the law deal with that? You're good with words. I just don't want capable people to get blocked by those who don't know what they're doing. Since you understand iron, can you repair the army's old swords? I can fix some. How long depends on the quantity. These are the Northern Army's damaged swords recently. 300 in total. 300. That many would take at least 10 days. If it's just reforging broken blades, it won't take as long. How many days then? 3 days. 3 days? You do realize these are military swords, not farm tools. If you mess up, people could die. Precisely because lives are at stake if I mess up. I can't afford to take longer. If you can't finish in 3 days, I'll accept any punishment, General. Miss Shen. What do you want? I want to manage the Lufeng for 3 days. No Liu Cheng, Xiaobazi, or anyone from Zhou family near it. Lufeng is 10 zhang wide. I need 10 miners, 2 veteran smiths, enough charcoal and old arrow materials. Also, the smiths should be paid by work points. You still dare to negotiate wages? The general wants arrows for the battlefield. I'm giving lives. People's lives can't be given for free. You're bold. No one is born bold. If you're cornered, you find the courage. Fine. In 3 days, if you can get these old swords back into service, I'll give you a temporary supply order. If not, I'll accept the penalty. Not just a penalty, you'll be brought back for trial. Deal. Idiot. Who told you to openly fight the Zhou family? I was following Master Zhou's orders. Shut up. If you want to die, leave me out of it. Lord Liu, Master Zhou is asking. Zhao Chengyan has arrived. Can you still keep things under control now? Tell Zhou Wanjun. Zhao Chengyan won't find any real records. The real ledgers were gone long ago. What about Shen Zhaoning? He can't show his hand yet. If he fails to repair the swords in 3 days, Zhao Chengyan will naturally take him away. And if he succeeds? Then it proves he's even more dangerous than I thought. In that case, no need to keep him around. Fixing 300 swords in 3 days, is that even possible? What if they're ruined? Then Miss Shen will be taken away for trial. Miss Shen, why don't we ask General Shao for a few more days? We can't. Why not? Zhou Ranjun has cut off charcoal and killed, covering up the truth. Now that Zhao Chengyan is here, it's our only chance to bring the army supply case to light. If I fail to repair the swords, he won't listen to me about the military case anymore. If I succeed, Blackwind Mine won't just be a waste mine anymore. Then, the Northern Army will need us, right? As long as the Northern Army needs Blackwind Mine, Liu Chong wouldn't dare kill us off easily. Let's start sorting. Reforge those with outer cracks and inner brittleness. Recast those with soft spines. Sharpen edges on blades with chipped tips but good bodies. If there's still hope for brittle ones, save them. Beyond that, discard them. General, you picked the right person. This girl truly understands the military. It's not just her. It's the Shen family that understands. Father, brother, the things you taught me today can finally save the lives of the Northern Army. Maybe one day they'll even restore the Shen family's reputation. Minister Chan reforged 50 swords. Wang Er sharpened 30. The diligent smith gets a bowl of soup. The old general is actually the daughter of a convicted official. Is it appropriate to let her handle the military equipment? If she really wanted to harm the Jinbei army, she wouldn't have exposed the flaws in the iron earlier. She would have just let those fragile swords keep going to the battlefield. But as for the Shen family case, the Shen family case was decided by the court. But the issue with the supplies, I saw it with my own eyes. He still doesn't trust me. Doesn't matter. I don't need him to trust me right now. As long as he sees the fire at Blackwind Mine reveal the truth. Sword testing is in 3 days. I will personally inspect it. Master Zhou said Shen Jiaoning won't be alive in 3 days. In this world, put this into the quenching tank. I'm locked up right now. How do I get out? Master Liu will let you out. Just remember, before dawn tomorrow, the quenching tank must be ruined. If I do it, will Master Zhou save me? You have no other way. If not for you, Shen Jiaoning, I'd still be the head of Blackwind Mine. You won't let me live, then I won't let you off either. Miss Shen, someone really did come looking for Zhao Bazi. Then let's go catch them now. Catching just the messenger is useless. If we're going to catch somebody, get evidence of the act. But if he really puts something in the quenching tank, the sword will be ruined. So we'll give him a fake quenching tank. He wants to taint my water. Then I'll use this basin of water to expose whoever's behind him. Miss Shen, this one at the start of the shift is fake. This is the real quenching tank. Why hide it? According to the logic, what needs to be ruined is something that everyone can see. If they can't see it, he won't dare to touch it, or won't know which one to touch. What should we put in the fake tank? A fake arrowhead. Make him think he completed the sabotage. But Zhao Bazi is locked up. How will he get in? Liu Cheng will let him in. Master Liu wants to harm you too. Liu Cheng wants the refined copper, and also my forging method. But he's even more afraid I'll successfully build warships. That's why he wants the young general to keep checking the accounts. In his eyes, the best outcome is I can't finish the sword, but I stay alive and hand over my forging secrets. These people are even more ruthless than the mines. So I have to finish the sword, check the accounts and watch my back. Yan, you should hide your cane too. If you see Zhao Bazi come in, don't stop him. I won't. Let him finish. People only show their true hand when they think they've succeeded. Zhao Ba. The young general gives orders. Zhao Bazi is not allowed to wander around. I just told him to go to the foundry and move scrap materials. Why does the Zhenbei army have to manage even the mine laborers? If the 3-day sword building is delayed, can you take responsibility? Don't let anyone die because of this. Shen Jiaoning can't die yet. But she also can't win in 3 days. Understood. If the quenching process goes wrong, the sword will be fragile. When the young general inspects it, he'll just think her skills aren't good enough. Don't worry, sir. We'll do it cleanly. Shen Jiaoning, you can calculate minds, accounts, even people's hearts. But did you ever consider the water can also destroy everything? This batch of arrowheads, don't harden them yet. Temper them first. Once the flames darken a little more, put them into the water. Miss Shen, Master Liu told me to come move the old materials. Move out that pile of scrap in the corner. What, Zhao, you're the mine head can't even move scrap now? I can do it. Shen Zhaoning, for all your smarts, you can't guard against poison in the water. In 3 days, I'll see how you explain this to the young general. Mine head Zhao. Anything else? When you were moving scrap, you were closest to the quenching tank. Just in time to stick around. Watch me test an arrow. I still need to report back to Master Liu. It won't take long to test a single arrow. Don't be afraid, Zhao. You didn't mess with the water anyway. What should I be afraid of? This smoke doesn't smell right. Why is it sour? Zhao, you test it. I don't know anything about swords. Doesn't matter if you don't know. Just smash it and you'll get it. Just now you moved the scrap pretty easily, Zhao. How come you can't even lift a hammer now? It's heavier. Ouch! How is it so brittle? There's something wrong with the water. Shen Zhaoning, with your swords this fragile, you dare accept the young general's order? What's going on? Sir, Shen Zhaoning ruined the army's swords. The arrowhead shattered with just one hit. I saw it with my own eyes. Shen Zhaoning, these military arrowheads concern the Zhenbei army's lives, and you dare be reckless? Master Liu, what a coincidence. I heard about trouble in the foundry, so of course I came to check it myself. So you heard about problems. Or did you know the quenching tank would have trouble? What are you implying? Someone put bone-rotting powder in the water. Once the arrowhead went in, it turned cool on the outside but brittle inside. Of course it shattered with one strike. Someone tampered with the water. It was him! I saw his sleeve move. Layer, you cripple, stop slandering me. No rush. If I dared let you test it, I made sure it wasn't just a Yan who saw. Elder Qin, bring out the real quenching tank. What's this? The real tank for forging army swords. The one just now was for whoever was trying to poison us. Zhao, the minehead. All your sabotage was on a fake tank, huh? Zhao Bazi, you really intended to harm Miss Shen. She's not the only one she'd hurt. It would have put all of us at risk. She'd make us all take the blame. It's not me, I don't know anything. What bone-rotting powder? You know nothing? Then what's that powder pouch in your sleeve? Search him. Young General, he does have a pouch with powder left in it. Master Liu. Your men at the mine keep trying to sabotage our supplies. Must have been a mistake by one of the workers. Please judge fairly, young General. Zhao Bazi has already been punished by me. Perhaps he held a grudge and tried to get back at Shen Zhaoning in private. I truly did not know. Sir, you were the one who told me to keep quiet. You're in cahoots with the Zhou family, plotting against the foundry. And now you dare accuse me? Sir, you can't do this. I've done so much for you. Fixing the silver in shaft 3, helping Zhou family move iron at night, and silencing his mouth. Whoever acts, keep talking. If I tell the truth, can I survive? Depends if what you say is worth your life. All these years at Blockwind Mine, the good iron never goes into the official furnaces. Every 5th-10th night of the month, the Zhou family's wagons come in from West Mountain Road and take the good iron away. Master Liu gets his gold, Zhou family gets new materials. And what's sent to the Zhenbei army is brittle iron and iron water mix. Just as I thought. Those broken swords got so many border guards killed. Xiaobazi's gone mad. He's just talking nonsense. Is it nonsense or not? Go check the wagon marks on West Mountain Road. Check the entry logs for the 15th night of each month. Verify with the Zhou family's account books and you'll know. Take people to West Mountain Road, seal off Xiaobazi, before the testimony is verified. Liu Chong is not allowed to access any ledgers or witnesses. General, you can't restrict the court order based on a miner's ravings. Just because of that, I'm not relying on ravings. I'm relying on 300 broken arrowheads, the poison grain bin, and your face, eager to silence witnesses. You knew Xiaobazi would poison them in advance. You saw someone pass him the powder last night. Why didn't you arrest him on the spot? Catching the one who hands off the poison only gets the hand. Waiting until he acts lets you trace from the hand to the arm. Aren't you afraid of making mistakes? What if he was only using real herbs? Then your 3-day promise would be ruined. I'm scared. But fear doesn't solve the problem. You don't seem like a noble lady from the capital. I'm not a noble lady right now anyway. I'm someone who confessed to my crimes. A miner, someone scraping by in the forge. At least you understand your own situation. Those who don't wouldn't have survived until now. After today's events, Liu Chong and the Zhou family will become more desperate. Until the 3-day incident is resolved, you'd better not leave the forge. Is the general warning me or watching me? Both. Then you guard the door, General. And I'll tend the fire. Uncle Qin, why do I feel like General Shao isn't that fierce? Shut up and focus on your accounting. The first batch can be tested this soon. This batch is just for resharpening. The basic quality wasn't compromised. The real problem is with the batch that has to be reforged. What is it now? This arrowhead's been resharpened. The balance shifted forward. If you shoot with the old arrow's force, it'll drop half an inch. Lift the bow a bit. You're even telling me how to shoot. I'm in charge of the arrows. If you want it accurate, just follow my instructions. Shoot as she says. Try again for a clean shot. If it works, it's our sword. Will it really make it to the battlefield? Miss Shen finished the first batch. We're done. It's just the first batch. Let's keep working tonight. I'll remember the first batch of swords. Produced by Haifeng Mine. 50 qualified for temporary military supply. Stuff from Haifeng Mine. Finally can officially be used for military supply. The swords forged by my father, brother, and the Shen family. Once defended the northern border. Now I'm reigniting the forge at Haifeng Mine. And I will make sure the truth reaches the capital. General Liu Chong mentioned cold iron in his letter. Haifeng Mine. So it's more than just ordinary iron. Liu Chong is being guarded, yet he can still pass on messages. Which means he still has people inside Haifeng Mine. I'll go block off the mine supervision office immediately. No rush. If Liu Chong is in a hurry to send messages, it means he's only suspecting about the cold iron, and hasn't gotten solid evidence. He's not the one who really saw the cold iron. You mean Shen Zhaoning General? He knows more than he says. Should we take him for questioning? He just completed the first batch of military swords. If we take him now, the forge will scatter. Then what do you plan to do, General? First, ask. If he'll talk, we work together. What if he won't talk? Then we'll see who he's really protecting. Don't rush the arrowheads in this batch. Reforge and then snap them. Brittle iron can't be fixed in one firing. Have to drive the impurities out. The flame color is more stable than before. If Miss Shen completes the second batch, we'll be more than halfway done tonight. Halfway isn't winning. Win only when all 300 can be used. Ah, the general is here. Qinlang, make sure the fire's steady. Don't let the temperature drop. Understood. General came to the forge at midnight. To inspect the swords?
To check this.
Looks like you know. Liu Chong is paranoid. He writes anything he wants. I'm asking if you know there's cold iron in Haifeng Mine. If you're here to interrogate a criminal, then bring shackles. If you're here to inspect supplies, please clarify first. How many people would die if news of the cold iron gets out? Shen Zhaoning, General is asking you a question. Just answer. Lu Qingwei, do you know what cold iron can fix? Armor-piercing crossbows, chariot components, heavy cavalry armor. Then you should also know that Haifeng Mine now has only a few hundred miners and an old broken forge and not enough defenses. If cold iron is confirmed, the Zhou family will come to take it. Liu Chong will come to seize it. Even people in the capital will reach for it. When that happens, miners will die. The forge will go cold and supplies will be cut off. What will you use to defend Beijing, General? So you hid the truth from me. I didn't hide it from you, General. I just haven't figured out who can actually protect this secret. You don't trust me. Do you trust me, General? See, we're the same. I won't ask where the cold iron is. But from now on, Cave 3 and the old Kill Forge will be under the Zhenbei army's watch. If anyone approaches again, kill without mercy. Understood. And if Han iron really exists, it can't fall into anyone's hands, including yours. What I want isn't the Han iron. Then what do you want? The Shen family's innocence. Then finish forging these 300 swords first. If you win, I'll keep listening to you. The Shen family. You lost. Whether it's Han iron or a clean reputation, no one will listen. I won't lose. Young General, what is this? Your handwriting, Master Liu, cannot be recognized. I do not know. Perhaps someone imitated it, trying to frame me. The carrier pigeon was sent out from your window. The ink hadn't dried yet. There's another thin piece of paper hidden in the hairpin. Master Liu, this setup against me is thorough enough. Every 5/10 of the month, Zhou Wanjin sends out good iron from Shishan Road. Was it you who let them pass? I didn't have any good iron. I swapped in brittle iron for the northern garrison. Was it you who stamped the documents? I do not know. Funds for repairing Tunnel 3. Was it you who embezzled them? Young General, please investigate clearly. I'm innocent. Where is the Han iron? What Han iron? I've never heard of it. You wrote in your letter that there might be Han iron. If you've never heard of it, how could you have doubts about it? It is Zhao Bazai talking nonsense.
He said Shen Zhaoning hid some kind of white iron slag.
I was over-suspicious for a moment, so I wrote that one sentence. Where's the white iron slag? I've never seen it. Liu Zhang, you'd better pray you really haven't seen it. If news of Han iron leaks to our enemy because of you, I'll make you realize that military law is far harsher than mine penalties. Keep the guard up. From now on, Liu Chong cannot meet any mining officials or workers. People from the Zhou family are involved. The minor factions have already rebelled. Even that harlot Shen Zhouning can't suppress them anymore. No, we can't let him find out. General, the route to Tunnel 3 is this way. It's this way. Every 5th-10th night of the month, Jalbazai tells us to go back to the huts early. We're not allowed near. But one night I came out looking for my brother and saw the Zhou family's cart come in from here. The ruts are deep. It's used to being heavily loaded all year. This doesn't look like an abandoned path. Lu Qingwei, there's iron sand here. It's high-quality iron, neatly cut. Not like smashed up or… I knew it. All the good iron is being smuggled out by them here. Who's there? After them. Not Zhou family people? I'm a mountain villager. Mountain villagers carrying a Zhou family token? Saying the Zhou family uses this route at night, yet says nothing else? Send him back as a worker along with the other suspects. I said the Zhou family ships out good iron from Haifeng mine every month, then swaps in southern water iron and brittle iron into the supply carts. I only stand watch on the road. I don't know who else handles the handoff. Zhao Bazai and Master Liu's advisor. Sometimes a manager's carriage arrives. A manager's carriage? There's no ash on the carriage. But every time it comes, Master Liu greets them personally. Even Master Zhou shows them respect. Take him away. Military supply carts with extra iron. The Zhou family is just a front. The real eye is in the capital. This batch needs to be signed slowly. Heat the iron in warm water first, then into cold water. If you rush, it'll crack. If you're sleepy, go rest. Half an hour. I'm not tired, I can still remember. Kid, your eyes are about to close. Still trying to act tough. I'm just afraid that if I fall asleep, I'll mess up the process. You're doing great. Really? More reliable than Liu Zhong's staff. You never miss a chance to jab at Liu Zhong. It's not a jab, it's the truth. He keeps the accounts. Yan doesn't know many characters, but remembers the symbols well. Keeps the accounts clear enough. The young general Miss Shen said, if you can't write your name, use symbols first. As long as the records are clear, no one can shortchange our wages. You taught the miners to keep accounts? Aren't you worried they won't listen to you later? I'm not Liu Zhong. I don't survive by keeping them in the dark. If you really ran Haifeng mine, how would you manage it? Young general, is this a test or just chatting? Both. Fix the tunnels first, then divide the ore. Protect people first, then start the furnace. Good or goes to the military supply. Crushed or becomes farm tools. Waste goes into the furnace. Miners get paid by the work. Injured workers get medical help. Silver transactions are public. If I have any strength left, I'd reopen the old kilns. No more letting the Zhou family control things with their investigators and dogs. You're thinking far ahead. If you don't think ahead, you might not live long anyway. If nothing happened to the Shen family, you should be discussing marriage in the capital. Do you think I'm the type to care about getting married? Doesn't seem like it.
Exactly.
Compared to embroidery, I prefer watching the furnaces. Forget it, you're asking the wrong questions. Smother the fire, add gold, half a cart of ore. Don't add water. Stabilize the wind or work the bellows first. If someone like you was born in a respectable family, you definitely wouldn't be stuck in the inner chambers. Maybe there really is something fishy with the Shen family. Young general, why did you suddenly order us to guard this place? The whole thing collapsed. Collapsed this badly? Can anyone even get in?
Enough talk, young general said to guard, so just do it.
Did you hear that? There's someone inside. Who's in there? It's been 20 years. The secret in Tunnel 3 will be revealed sooner or later. Miss Shen, the second batch of 100 swords is done. With the first batch, it's already 150. We're halfway there. Over half of the 300 swords are done. Don't get happy too soon. The hardest batch is the last one that needs to be reforged. Young General. On Shishan Road, we've found Zhou family caught tracks and good iron. Caught a Zhou family spy at the site. He confessed that on every 5th-10th night of the month, the Zhou family moves good iron out of Haifeng mine, then swaps in brittle iron into the military supply cart. There was once a cart from the capital with no ash. Which cart came to the mine? From the capital. What are you thinking of? Before something happened to my father, he wrote home, saying that there was something odd with the northern military's arsenal. 3 days after the letter was delivered, just 3 days, the Shen family was raided. The Shen family case and the counterfeit military iron might be connected. Not might be, they definitely are. Young General, we have a problem. Anyone trying to act in Tunnel 3 will be knocked out. Wasn't Tunnel 3 already collapsed? Who could get in there? Tunnel 3 is hiding the Shen family's crossbow blueprints. Maybe even a Han iron vein. Someone else already knew about the entrance before us. Lu Qing, take men and seal the mountain. Shen Zhaoling, you stay in the furnace room. No, I have to go. Tunnel 3 is dangerous. If there's really something the Shen family left behind, I must see it with my own eyes. You investigate the military supply. I'll check the Shen family. This time we're investigating the same tunnel. Stay close. Without my permission. Do not enter the tunnel on your own. You keep your sword ready. I'll keep my eyes open. Ah! General Shen, your subordinates have finally waited for the Shen family descendant to return. People who should have died 20 years ago. Today, it's time for them to shut up too. So, you really are still watching Tunnel No 3. How else would we know? The Shen family's dog is still alive. There are no dogs in the Shen army. Only soldiers who never bow their heads. Then go serve your General Shen loyally in the afterlife. Don't let him in. What's inside are the last remains of the Shen family. Stop. Who told you to follow us? I did. I'm worried about Miss Shen. She's good at keeping accounts. And she has a great sense of direction. She's useful to have around. This isn't a prison. I know. That's why I have to come even more.
Take them.
Careful. Don't chase. There are still secret paths inside. He's not an ordinary Zhou family guard. His moves are like a death soldier from the army. A death soldier from the army? Then maybe it's more than just the Zhou family behind this. You are General Shen's daughter. You knew my father? Han Zhao, former member of the Shen army. Greetings, my lady. Can't believe someone from the old Shen army is really still alive nearby. Stand up and talk. You're badly injured. I've been surviving for 20 years, just to wait for the Shen family's descendants to come here. My lady, General Shen, was never a traitor. The Shen army did not betray the country either. I know. I've always known. What really happened at Haifeng Mine 20 years ago? You're from the Zhao family. Zhao Chenji from the Zhenbei Zhao family. Back then, it was the Zhao army that took over the Shen army's weapons. Explain yourself. What do you mean the Zhao army took over the Shen army's arsenal? 20 years ago, General Shen found out someone was using the border army's name to illegally transfer iron supplies and secretly supported crossbows. That batch of weapons was supposed to be reported to the capital. But halfway there, an order from the capital reassigned them. The seal on the escort order was the Zhao army seal. The Zhao army seal can forge official orders, so it could have been fake. About what happened back then. I'll look into it. The Shen family will wait. You had the Shen family wait for an investigation for 20 years, and what we got was the whole family convicted. Loyal bones buried in dust. Uncle Han, now is not the time to dig up the old filth. You guard this door. Is there some kind of evidence inside? Did General Shen leave behind an account book as evidence? There are account books and weapon blueprints. There are also samples of the iron ore that was taken away back then. There's a Shen family trap set behind the door. Only someone with Shen blood can open it. No rush. Let's stop his bleeding first. Check the mechanism. There's no time to wait. They already know my lady is here. Next time, more than one will come. Death soldiers. If they break the stone door first, the Shen family's last evidence will be lost. How do we open it? Didn't you hear him say it's trapped? Young general, if what's inside clears the Zhao family's name, would you wait? I can't afford to wait. The key can only unlock the outer mechanism. The inner lock needs Shen blood. Your palm must act as a seal. The blood drops on the family seal. If it's not Shen blood, the trap will fire poison darts. Poison darts? Step back. There's a secret hole in the door seam. Han Zhao wasn't lying. Young general, should we have the smith dismantle the mechanism first? We can't. Rashly dismantling it might damage the iron box inside. Miss Shen. The mechanism stopped. She's really a Shen descendant. The general's daughter has arrived. Seal it up. Thank you. Don't thank me just yet. Just because the door is open doesn't mean it's safe inside. I know. They were all people left behind by the security bureau back then. Some were killed while being hunted. Some died in front of this sealed room. I should have died too. It was Deputy Commander Shen who pushed me out through the hidden passage. He wanted me to survive and wait for the descendants of the Shen family. Shen Zhaoning greets all the uncles here. I'm not part of the Shen army, but Miss Shen once saved me. I'll bow to all the elders as well. The evidence is inside. Iron content. Such pure iron content. If Haifeng mine really has a vein. The Golden Order calls for iron. The Zhou family handles military transport support. Why is there a Zhao family military seal here? Now, young general, do you still think the Zhao family has nothing to do with the Shen case? There's something wrong with this seal. What's wrong with it? The Zhao family military seal has a notch at the lower right. It was only added after the border fire 15 years ago. The Zhao family seal from 20 years ago shouldn't have this notch. This stamp was made up afterward. The young general is right. The seal is a fake. Or rather, someone altered old accounts later. They deliberately dragged the Zhao family into this. Someone didn't just frame the Shen family. They also wanted Shen and Zhao to turn on each other. So now we're all investigating the same person. Or we're not after the same culprit at all. What do you mean? Someone who can move military orders and Zhou family mining officials? And forge a military seal. It can't just be one person. The recorded amount of good iron here far exceeds the official numbers for Haifeng mine. All these years, Liu Zhong was hiding more than just Zhuan copper and cold iron. He also concealed regular quality iron. Fake supplies for the military was just part of the scheme. The truly valuable cold iron most likely was smuggled out in small amounts long ago. If cold iron has already leaked out, the enemy might have it too. When General Shen found out, he immediately sealed Cave No. 3. The main cold iron vein should still be there. But whether samples made it out? I can't guarantee. Uncle Han, why didn't my father report this straight to the court back then? He tried, but before his report ever left Beijing, a return order from the capital arrived first. The order accused General Shen of privately withholding arms and suspected him of colluding with the enemy, ordered him to hand over all military gear at once. The account general realized something was wrong, so he hid the books in Cave No. 3. That night we were ambushed. My father did try to petition the authorities, but whoever he appealed to was already waiting to kill him. Do you still have that gold order? There's a fragment. This character could mean second thought, second battalion, or it could mean second prince. Watch your words. Are you afraid, young general? I'm afraid you'll get yourself killed before we have enough evidence. I'm already on a dead-end road. That means we need to make it out alive even more. Young general. Quite a few men in black were found beyond the collapsed exit. They're after us. They're here to silence us. They won't let any evidence get out. Lu Qing, guard the evidence. Everyone else, fight your way out with me. Wait. Cave No. 3 has a complicated layout. A head-on fight may not be wise. Or dust can blind the eyes. and it can ignite smoke and dust. You're planning to set it off inside the cave. Not a riot, just blocking the path. You seal the escape routes. I'll make the way out. Deal. Fall back to the camp entrance. Move! Miss Shen, will this really hold them off? They have more people, but the passage is narrow. As long as they can't see the way, they'll get stuck behind each other. That's Zhang Ning. Careful, walk carefully. I told you to stay close to me. I'm close enough.
Closer.
Were you a little anxious just now, young general? Hurry and bandage it up. Young lady, the evidence. The evidence can't fall into anyone else's hands.
I know.
Uncle Han, you have to survive. You staying alive is the most important proof for the Shen family. Cave No. 3. Without my orders, no one is allowed near. Collect all the weapons and arrows left by the men in black. Don't let a single one slip through. Young general, now you've seen it. I've seen it. And I understand why you couldn't say anything. So, young general, how much do you trust me now? 50%. Just 50. The other 50? Depends on how you prove yourself in 3 days. You really are all business, young general. Don't you like accounting? Very much. Trust is part of the ledger too. Then I'll make sure for you, young general, that this line in your ledger keeps growing. Miss Shen, you just came out from Cave No. 3. Shouldn't you rest a bit? No time. We still have 300 arrows to repair. But your hand is still bleeding. This is nothing. Compared to 20 years of Shen army blood debt, this means little. Shen Zhaoning. Just how much more can you make in that forge? Master Cave No. 3. The evidence was taken by Shen Zhaoning and Zhu Chenyi, yes. Then make sure Haifeng Mine never forges its swords on the 3rd day. First batch, 50 swords. Second batch, 100 swords. Total 150. Still short 150. At least we had something to work from for the first 2 batches. But this last batch is completely broken. Can it still be fixed? These aren't swords. They're just scrap metal. If we go about it the usual way, we'd have to melt everything down. Remake them, yes, but only 150 at most. But 3 days is not enough. We can't melt them all. So what do? Fuse 3 broken swords into 1 new one. The spine, use the parts that still have structural integrity. The edge, use the purified hard material. Reforge the tip. It's not repairing, it's rebuilding. Exactly, not fixing, reassembling. But if you do it this way, any small mistake, and the sword will go off target when thrown. That's why each one needs to be balanced. Every single piece needs to be weighed. The center of mass can't be off by even a gram. Weigh every sword. That'll take all night, until sunrise if we have to. Young lady, there really is a method for short joining in the old Shen military tradition, but it takes a toll. The smith can't leave the forge for even a moment. You've been up for 2 days already. Can you hold out? Even if I can't, I have to. That's what General said back then too. When the arms case first broke out, everyone told him not to investigate. The general said, Beijing soldiers wield the arms supplied by the Shen army. If faulty weapons are taken onto the battlefield, it's our own people who'll die. Even if I can't, I have to hold out. This time, I'll hold out for my father. Start the third furnace. Yan begin the rituals. Diligently control the bellows. The rest of you, break up the work. We must finish before dawn.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Shen already said. This batch of charcoal is the key for the third furnace. Nothing can go wrong. Don't worry, I've got my eyes wide open. Dump the oil onto the charcoal pile. Light it up. The whole old kiln will blow. Don't burn the mountain, just destroy the charcoal. Make sure no fire spreads. Make them think it's an old kiln, that it broke down from spontaneous combustion. Who? If Shen Zhaoning loses this batch of charcoal, let's see what she used to fire the furnace. The old man risked his life for this all his life. Making a single batch of charcoal isn't easy. And you just destroy it like it's nothing. Did you even ask us? Burn it then. Miss Shen, something's happened. The old kiln on the back hill was attacked. Someone's trying to burn the charcoal. What? That's the charcoal for the third furnace. Miss Shen, let me go. You stay and offer a prayer for our losses. The kill house must stay in order. But Master Qin and the others are on the back hill. They chose this time to make a move, just to draw me away. If I leave, the third batch will be ruined. If I don't go, the old kiln might be destroyed. I'll go to the back hill. There's a vent on the east side of the old kiln. No open flames allowed. If the charcoal stack has already been doused with oil, don't throw water on it. It'll blow smoke. Seal it with wet clay. Cut off the fire, then remove the charcoal. Seal the fire with wet clay. Separate the fire, then retrieve the charcoal. Also, if the oil seeps deep into the charcoal, discard the outer layer. The core can still be used. Don't let anyone throw it all away. You can manage things even if you don't go yourself. It's the kill fire that was doused. Just guard your furnace. And I'll make sure the charcoal's ready. Why panic? They're burning charcoal, not cutting off our hands. Keep going.
Back up.
Young General, the charcoal cone has been soaked with oil. No open flame allowed, Lu Qing. It's up to you. Block the fire and salvage the charcoal. There's fire over there too. Lu Qing, protect the kill. Everyone else, come with me.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Miss Shen said. This batch of charcoal is the third furnace's lifeline. Old man's life is cheap, but this charcoal is priceless. No life is worthless. Who sent you here? Another corpse. Search him. Young general, this token. Hold on to it. Don't make a fuss.
Yes.
The outer layer's ruined. The core is still usable. Send it back to the kill immediately. Send charcoal to Miss Shen. Miss Shen, we're running out of charcoal. The old kill hasn't sent any back yet. If this keeps up, the furnace temperature will drop. Bring over the leftover charcoal slag from the first 2 batches. The charcoal slag fire is unstable. Using it alone is unstable. Mixing it with pine resin, wood chips, and ash blue or powder can cover half a gram. Is half a gram enough? Half a gram can save a batch. Miss Yu and the general are so alike. My father would save the deer like this too. But the general doesn't know how to smelt ores. But he always managed to find a way when everyone thought there was none. He would forcefully carve out a path. If it weren't for the order from Central State arriving so quickly that year, the general could have overturned the case. Then let's overturn it this time. But if the other side really is the second prince, then let's expose the second prince as well. Miss Jia Fengfeng. I've brought it back. It's still not enough. Wait for Uncle Yao Tan to return. Miss Shen's charcoal is safe. The young general wants us to bring it back. The young general truly saved it. His heart isn't bad. Into the furnace. Zhao Chengyan, I'll remember this. 287,288. 299. 300 pieces. Miss Shen, 300 pieces. All complete. It's done, we've really finished. 3 days, 300 pieces. Haifeng Mine pulled it off. The young general's cloak is ruined. Your charcoal is safe. Are they keeping score with each other? Shut up. This batch of swords is different from the previous 2. The first 2 batches were repairs. This batch is reforged from broken swords. Reforged from broken swords. Can these be used in battle? Whether it can be used in the sword testing grounds will show. You can still stand upright. I won't fall before the sword testing. Alright. Sword testing at hour of Chun. No need to wait until Chun hour. Right now the furnace hasn't cooled yet. People haven't dispersed. First batch tested accurately. Second batch tested for penetration. They're better than the old military swords. There's still the third batch. I'll test this batch personally. Young General, the third batch has a slightly heavier balance. They're good for breaking shields. Not suitable for quick shooting. When the bow is fully drawn and the arrow is released, don't press your wrist. You even tell the young general how to shoot? I said I manage the arrows. Doesn't matter who shoots. Got it, I'll listen to you. Ah, the shield broke. Done. It's really done. All 300 pieces are finished. Miss Shen, we won. If you can't stand, don't force yourself. I said I wouldn't fall before sword testing. We're still missing the last sentence. Haifeng mine repairs completed. All 300 pieces can be issued to the Jinbei army. Temporary military supplies will, from today, have the Haifeng mine's furnace house temporarily managed and repaired by Shen Zhaoning. Jinbei army's old swords, horseshoe knife sheaths. No one is allowed to interfere. Haifeng mine is finally not a waste mine anymore. It's over. Once Shen Zhaoning took over military supplies, Haifeng mine is no longer a place I can cover with one hand. You won the 3-day challenge. So what about the temporary military supply order promised by the young general? Temporary military supply order for Haifeng mine's furnace house? With this order, Liu Chong can't touch it. Your Zhou family also can't openly seize the furnace house. Just openly, but not secretly. I'll investigate. Young general is officially starting the military supply investigation. From broken swords to cold iron. From Zhou family to the Beijing carriages. If we don't investigate, more people in Jinbei army will die. What about the Shen family? I will seal the evidence in No 3 tunnel. I'll protect Hanzhao. I'll reopen the Shen family case. How much do you trust me now, young general? 7 points. 300 arrows only earn 2 points. 3 points left. When you tell me where the main cold iron vein is? Young general is truly good at accounting. I learned it from you. How will young general handle Liu Chong's side? Send him back to the mining prison for strict interrogation. Zhou family's West Mountain Road is closed today. Also send someone to keep an eye on the Wuwei carriage outside the mountain. So you also discovered the Wuwei carriage? The witness from the West Mountain Road exposed it. You knew as well. Father mentioned once in an old letter, when there were anomalies in military equipment, there were Wuwei carriages entering and leaving the northern border. Father said those carriages had no ash, but carried the golden powder scent of aristocrats from Beijing. Golden powder scent. Incense powder used in carriages by the imperial and noble families in Beijing. Ordinary merchants can't afford or dare to use it. Last night, young general also found golden powder near the men in black. "3 days, 300 pieces. Shen Zhaoning is even harder to kill than her father. Master, please give me one more chance. I swear I'll take down Haifeng Mine and Shen Zhaoning together. Take them down. Now Zhao Chengyan is protecting her, and the Jinbei army has issued an arrest order, plus the No 3 tunnel evidence. What do you have?
Take.
I can start with the miners. Those mine slaves' lives are worthless. Scare them, and their morale will fall apart. Stupid. Shen Zhaoning relies on miners to rise up. So let the miners personally betray her. Tell Liu Cheng, old accounts can be dropped, but active accounts can't be kept. 3 days from now, I want people from Haifeng Mine to beg Shen Zhaoning to leave on their knees.
Yes.
The Shen family. Sure enough, all should die at the hands of those they protected. All 300 military swords have been inspected. This is the temporary military supply order. The attached text states that from today on, Haifeng Mine's furnace house is temporarily overseen by Jinbei Army's needs. No miner or mining merchant may interfere without permission. Great, Liu Chong can't mess with the furnace house anymore. Zhou family can't cut off the charcoal whenever they want anymore. Miss Shen, we really survived. It's only temporary.
Temporary is still good.
Yeah. Temporary is enough for us to catch our breath. This is the first batch of silver for repairing military supplies. Calculated for 300 military swords. Total 20 taels of silver. Young General instructed Miss Shen to distribute according to merit. I've never seen so much silver in my life. Account book. 300 military swords. Everyone who participated in the repairs, from charcoal burning or splitting, furnace holding, transporting charcoal to kill guarding, will get paid according to their work. 30% goes to workers, 30% to furnace repair and materials, 30% to official military supply accounts, 10% to merchants as silver. Miss Shen will distribute as before. Once the rules are set, they can't change just because there's more silver. Only clear accounts keep people's hearts steady. You really aren't greedy. Greedy people can't even keep their account books. Liu Cheng's accounts have been written for years, so they're burning out soon. Old Chin worked the furnace for 2 nights, guarded the kill once, extra silver for injuries, 3 coins. Old man gets so much too. Your household's old kill, 3rd batch, gets it. For the first time ever, the old man feels his hands are actually worth something. Chun Liu, or splitting, charcoal transporting, kill holding. Total 1 coin, 8 jin. Wang blade grinding, wind showing. Total 2 coins and 1 eagle. Wang why is your hand shaking? I've never seen so much silver. Wang last night when you were grinding the swords. Didn't you say you wanted the money to buy medicine for your wife? Why does it feel like hot potatoes now that you've got it? I'm just happy. Miss Shen, the Jinbei army will still need horseshoes and scabbards repaired in the future. Does that mean we'll have work too?
Yes.
But you have to follow the rules. Whoever cuts corners or makes mistakes, or treats lives like a joke, will be kicked out of the forge. Understood, young general. These miners really respect him now, which makes others even more eager to turn them against him. Keep a close eye on whoever picked up their wages today. The money just got handed out. That's when trouble is most likely.
Yes.
Counselor, what are you doing here? Wang, you collected quite a bit of silver, didn't you? I earned this by working. Working? Do you think you're making farm tools? Those are warships. A convict making weapons privately. By law, the lightest penalty is losing a hand. The worst is collective punishment. There couldn't possibly be a valid military order from the young general. The young general may protect you today, but what if he returns to camp tomorrow? Shen Zhaoning is a convicted woman from the Shen family, and she's having you build warships to clear her own name. If something really goes wrong, who's going to die? Him, or you miners. I heard your wife is sick, and your child is still young. If you get collective punishment, what will happen to them? Miss Shen would never harm us. Never harm you. Then why does she have Yan keep the accounts? The records show who worked on the warships, who made the charcoal, who touched the forge. If the imperial court comes to punish people later, that account book alone could get all of you executed. The account book is for dividing wages. Do you really believe that? She's a general's daughter. She understands military equipment and bookkeeping. What are you guys? A bunch of illiterate miners. If she really wanted to sell you out, could you even understand it? Tonight, get Ayan's account book. No need to kill anyone. No need to set a fire. Just destroy that account book, and you craftsmen will have a chance to survive. I can't betray Miss Shen. You don't have to betray her. But your wife went out to the mountains for medicine this morning, taking the Zhou family road. What have you done to her? Nothing, just letting her rest for the night. Bring the account book, and she go back to work. 300 pieces of resumption payment, 6 taels of silver. Furnace repair materials, 6 taels. Injury or illness compensation, 2 taels. A Jing's handwriting may still look like bugs crawling, but it's better than before. Miss Shen said, it's okay if the writing is ugly, but the accounts can't be a mess. I said the accounts can't be messy. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Wang, didn't you go back to the hut to give your wife her silver? He hasn't come back yet. I just came to see if there's any more work. Your wife went out of the mountain to get medicine. Now the Zhou family is watching Haifang mine, and the road outside the mountain isn't safe. From now on, whenever family members leave the mine, report to Elder Chin first, and have 2 people go together. Miss Shen, why do you always think about us so much? Because you all once guarded a road for me. Miss Shen, the young general sent people to deliver horseshoe nails. Yan, keep the account book safe. We're splitting teams today, so don't let the book out of your hands. Brother Wang, what's wrong? Nothing. I just noticed you write really fast. Miss Shen taught me. Once I learn more characters, I'll teach you guys too. Medicines for military injuries. The young general sent the military requisition order today and sent medicines for injuries again. I'm afraid I can't pay back this debt. Just keep a record. You really like keeping accounts. Learned it from you. Today the miners got their pay. It looks like everyone's spirits are steady now. But the steadier things seem, the more likely someone will make a move. I know. Yet you left the account book in Ayan's place. Ayan needs to learn to keep accounts. Haifeng mine can't rely on me alone anymore. Aren't you afraid the account book will leak out? I am. That's why I kept a backup. Where's the backup? Is the young general trying to check my accounts? I'm asking if you have a backup plan. I do. But I'm more curious to see who they'll make a move on first. You're waiting for someone to betray. I don't want to wait. But they're bound to force someone to betray. The miners just got their money. Their families are outside the mountains. The Zhou family is best at exploiting weakness to force people. Then why not seal off the mountain ahead of time? Sealing off the mountain can block the roads, but it can't stop fear. If you don't let the fear show, then it'll eventually rot inside. You're young, but your mind is ruthless. You have to be ruthless to survive. If someone really betrays you, how would you view them? Why betray? If it's greed, follow the rules. If it's fear, give them a way out. To protect family. Then save the person first. The Shen family taught you this. My father said, soldiers protect the people, and then the people protect the city. Same with the mines. I'll send people to check the miners' families in and out. This debt will be kept too. Ayan, stop writing. Handle it tomorrow morning. No, Miss Shen said. Settle today's account today. The money's being given out. The accounts have to match. You're more like an accountant now than the accountant himself. When I write better someday, Miss Shen won't have to work so hard anymore. Hey, move the materials out from inside. Wanga, you haven't left yet. Ayan, go take a break. I'll watch for you for a while. No need, you don't understand the accounts anyway. Oh, that's not what I meant. When I learn it, I'll teach you too, Miss Shen said. From now on, everyone at Haifeng Mine has to understand the accounts. Ayan, do you trust Miss Shen? I do, she saved my life and made sure we got paid. Who else treats us like real people besides her? But what if she can't protect us anymore? If the court says we're illegally making military gear and wants to have us executed, who told you that? I'm just scared. If you're scared, talk to Miss Shen. She figures something out. You can't rely on her for everything. She's only human too. Aging Miss Shen wants you to check old horseshoe tools. I'm going to get the account book. Don't touch it. The accounts are destroyed. Only you builders will survive. Otherwise, if your wife slips on the mountain road, she won't come back. Wanga, think carefully. I got it. Where's my wife? Hand over the accounts first. Let me see her first. Wang, you're in no position to bargain right now. If you don't let her go, I'll shout. You stole Shen Jiaoning's account book. The evidence is right there in your pocket. The people you shout for, are they coming to save you or arrest you? Give it here. Let me take a look at that account book. Miss Shen.
Take him.
Wanga, I paid you your wages and asked why your wife left the mine alone. But you never told me. Miss Shen, I never meant to hurt you. They kidnapped my wife. Said if I didn't bring the account book, she couldn't come back. They also said, these accounts will get all us builders killed someday. Wanga, you stole the account book. Second master, sorry. You could have told us. Why didn't you say anything? I'm scared, really scared. It was so hard for me to get this silver. My wife is still sick. My child is still young. If I speak up, she'd die. They kidnapped Wanga's wife and said the account book will get us killed. Isn't that true? You convict slaves, illegally making military equipment. All the names are in the accounts. Once the Zhenbei army leaves, the court will pursue the charges. Not a single one of you will escape. Illegally making military weapons. Is that really a crime now? We're just following Miss Shen's orders. Shen Jiaoning is gambling with your lives that Shen's family is guilty. She's the legitimate daughter of the general's mansion, with the young general protecting her. What do you have? Miss Shen isn't like that, right? Miss Shen, I'm sorry, but I really don't want my wife to die. If we can't calm things now, people will fall apart. Who said this account book is to convict you? Then do you dare to burn it in public, Miss Shen? I do, Miss Shen, but before I burn it, I want you to see where the account book that will really harm you is.